For most animals, the world is a place of exploration, curiosity, and, if they're lucky, love. But for one little cat named Panchita, the world was something else entirely. A place of rejection, misunderstanding, and silent suffering. From the very beginning, Panchita was different. Her face bore the marks of a genetic deformity, likely caused by inbreeding, that left her nose and jaw misaligned. This wasn't something she understood, of course. To Panchita, she was just a kitten trying to survive. But to many of the people she encountered, her face was strange, unsettling, and even scary. And so they avoided her. Worse, they drove her away. She spent her earliest days weaving between alleyways, clinging to the shadows outside grocery stores and scavenging for scraps wherever she could find them. She never knew a warm bed, a kind hand, or a full meal. All she had ever known was survival and loneliness. But everything changed the day a volunteer from a local animal rescue group spotted her. At first glance, Panchita looked like just another stray in need. But when the rescuer knelt down and saw her face, saw the deformity, the dirt, the pain, something stirred deep in their heart. It wasn't pity. It was a fierce, protective love. The kind that refuses to walk away. The kind that says, "You matter." Taking Panchita in was not easy. She didn't trust people. How could she? She had never been shown kindness. But something about the gentleness in the rescuer's voice and the slow, deliberate movements of their hand broke through her walls. Inch by inch, Panchita allowed herself to be held. And that was the beginning of everything. At the vet clinic, X-rays confirmed what they had suspected. Panchita had a craniofacial deformity likely caused by inbreeding. Surgery was considered, but it was risky, and ultimately the medical team decided it wasn't the right option. Still, that didn't mean Panchita couldn't live a full and happy life. What followed were 6 years of transformation. 6 years of daily care, of slow healing, of love in its purest form. She learned day by day what it felt like to be safe, to have meals she didn't have to fight for, to have toys to play with, sunbeams to nap in, and people who looked at her not with disgust but with affection. And oh, how she grew. Panchita became a beacon of light at the rescue centre. Though her face remained uniquely her own, she wore it like a crown. Her deformity no longer defined her, it distinguished her. Visitors were drawn to her for reasons they couldn't explain. Perhaps it was her resilience, or the way she purred the moment someone entered the room. Or maybe it was simply the aura of peace she radiated, like someone who had known great suffering and still chose to love. Her rescuers, the team of vets, and every volunteer who had helped her along the way, they were all changed by her. Panchita reminded them that beauty has nothing to do with symmetry, that love doesn't ask for perfection, that every life, no matter how different, has value. Eventually, Panchita was adopted into a permanent home. Her new family, drawn in by her story, welcomed her with open arms. She now lives surrounded by comfort, companionship, and the kind of love that doesn't fade. Her face, the very thing that once caused her to be shunned, is now her signature. It's what makes people pause, smile, and say, "That's Panchita." And if you ask her rescuers about her today, they'll tell you the same thing. She didn't just survive, she changed us. She showed us what real compassion looks like. Panchita's story has since gone viral, shared across social media platforms and animal welfare sites. Thousands of people have sent messages of love, support, and gratitude for her strength and for the team who never gave up on her. But perhaps most importantly, Panchita's journey is a gentle yet powerful reminder. There are so many animals like her, misunderstood, overlooked, rejected not for who they are inside, but for how they look. And just like Panchita, they're waiting, not for pity, Not for rescue, but for someone to see them, to believe in them, to love them.
Sí, corazón. Muy rica esa tierra. Sí, te la piqué para que tú estés más revuelta. Sí, corazón.
So if this story touched your heart, consider making a difference today. Adopt, foster, volunteer, share Panchita's story. Because every act of kindness creates a ripple, and one ripple can save a life. Let's create a world where no animal is left behind just for being different. Let's choose love, just like Panchita did.